one's ever asked a question about flight safety, but perhaps this year is somewhat topical given the 737 MAX controversy. The New York Times spoke to engineers who said that Boeing explicitly designed the MAX in a manner that allowed airline customers to avoid paying for simulators to train their pilots. Do you expect the worldwide regulatory and commercial response to the MAX's problems to result in increased demand for flight safety simulators? And could you please more generally discuss flight safety's competitive position and growth prospects?
Yeah, well, flight safety their specialty would be with corporate pilots. They train our NetJets pilots, for example. They have a major facility with simulators for that. I don't think what's happened with the 737 MAX will have any particular effect. I mean, we have, I don't know how many of the Fortune 100 companies that we do business with, but it's a very significant percentage. And they train their pilots with flight safety because we've got the talent and the simulators like nobody else has for that business. And Charlie, didn't you have that friend of yours that was trying to get Al Yoshi to pass him when he shouldn't? Well, you remember that story of your friend that wanted to have flight safety?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, credit. Why don't you tell him? I mean, Al Yoshi, who started flight safety with a few $1,000s and a little visual simulator or whatever it may have been at LaGuardia. I mean, he really cared about saving lives, and he made a lot of money in the process, but he was dedicated throughout his lifetime to truly train better pilots and reduce the chance of accidents dramatically. It was a mission with him, and that spirit still continues. And as I say, I can't tell you the percentages. I don't know, but I know it's very high. Certainly the corporate business. We have government business. We have some airline business and all of that. But I don't expect any great change in the flight training business. But tell them about your friend, Charlie.
Well, of course, people pass those tests with flying colors, and some of them just barely pass. And one of my friends just barely passed, and they called me and told me it's an art in the business.
Flight safety would not.
They care about everything. They watch the details.
They care, and those simulators can cost over $10 million. I mean, and they're dedicated, obviously, to a given model of plane. You might find it interesting at NetJets. At NetJets, our pilots only fly one model. I mean, most charters and all those, I'm sure initially they could fly other models and all of that, but we just want them. We want them to be flying one model, and we give them a maximum amount of training annually. And when I bought the company for Berkshire, and I think it was 1998 or thereabouts, the thought obviously bothered me that I would have a significant percentage of people would be friends of mine that were using it, and you'd hate to have anything happen. I use it, my family uses it, our managers use it, and there's nobody that cares more about safety. But I don't see than at NetJets. It's a first-class operation.
They've never killed a passenger. They had one pilot who hit a glider at 16,000 feet, and it was kind of a difficult landing.
It was more than a difficult
They never
landing.
killed it was a woman pilot, yeah.
She was flying the next day. The co-pilot was kind of taken out of operation but this woman ended up almost with the control panel in her lap because this guy had turned off his battery and hit one of our Hawkers. And she had one shot at the runway, and she brought it in, and we've had some remarkable training and pilots there. I mean, you should ask for her if you're flying on NetJets. Station 10.